I really think that inner voice will tell you. Or, when you take some time to look at your values and write them out or think about them. Let's say one of your values is having more women in your life. You write that. Okay, that's a value. It's a core value you have right now. When you go see a woman on the street and you want to approach her, approaching her would be aligned with your core values, with your identity. But you feel scared to do it. That's a situation where you should do it, but you're scared. So, you have to discern. What do I really want to do here? I mean, especially like during the day, a lot of times, my mind will kind of be frazzled, I'll be working, I'll be in like a introspector, like a really focused, business-like mood, and I'll see a woman I really want to approach, and I'll be like, I'm feeling that great, but my core value is offering my gift to women. So I do that, even if I'm nervous.
Would it be like you're kind of weighing the importance of one value?
There's no weighing. You figured it out beforehand.
Okay.
You already know. You already know what you're supposed to do. So
you would prioritize that value over other ones.
Well, what would be a conflicting value to approach you?
I mean, like kind of the example even you're saying right now, like your business and doing things they have to do are really important to you.
Oh, gotcha.
Same thing with like approaching women is more important to you. So I guess you would probably weigh women being much more important and it would trump that other value.
Well, I can take 5 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think the two really are in conflict.
So you obviously have more certain values that are more important than others, right? That are more.
I don't think those two values are in conflict. I don't think they're in conflict because I don't have to pull her and spend all day with her and go get her number and get back to work.
What if hypothetically you did? If you had to make a decision?
When I make a decision, I guess there would be priority. Given the context, though, it would be contextual, right? But I think ultimately, when you figure out your core values, in your free time or whatever, you write them out. I don't think it's, let's say you have like 5 that you know of right now. I don't think any one of those 5 would take precedence, but one of them might in a certain context. For example, if you're late on a deadline, that would change things. Good question.
I hate the fucking club. I suck at going out to the club. I'm decent in like almost every other environment, like day games, like lounge, bar. But using your analogy, like I suck like at the club, but I force myself to go out because I know I'm going to conquer that beast. It hasn't happened yet, but like I force myself to it's a field or it's a sport that I'm not good at, but I feel like I'd be quitting or giving up. I mean, that is just like the worst environment to be in as far as like for like how like
are you getting a value from the community that says you have to go to clubs and pick up girls?
No, it's a value more that I feel like I would be giving up if I didn't push myself and push my boundaries in my comfort zone and just go home and be like, well, I don't want to go there because it's too loud or make any kind of I don't want to give an excuse. So it's like I keep going back even though kind of going insane because it's kind of like I just keep hitting a brick wall.
Okay, so pushing your comfort zone is important to you, but I think that's a means to an end. I mean, what value are you trying to achieve or actualize by going to a club?
I mean, obviously, to pull at the end of the night.
To pull at the end of the night. What's important about pulling at the end of the night?
That'd be a goal, actually.
Well, why would you want to do that?
Because that's kind of what I'm looking for.
But why are you looking towards that? I mean, what's valuable
I guess
about
high value for me would be someone who's very successful with women.
I hear you.
Very consistent in like all areas because like the fact that I'm really not closing that area, now I'm starting to notice that I'm not able to close like in my business area, in the business part of my life, which was the part I was able to close there, and in the nightlife area. Now it's like in the club arena and also in my day job, I'm like not able to close. So
okay.
I guess this is getting way detailed, but it just to me it signifies there's something huge going on, and like it's a metaphor I'm seeing in all areas of my life, not just one area.
There's something deeper than that that's permeating a lot of different shit in your life. That's why I'm trying to ask you, why do you want to pull at night?
I think, if I were, you don't mind me chiming in, I think it's more to do with your ego will, because you're like saying that, well, I can pull anywhere else, but I can pull at a club. So, I got to prove to myself that I can pull that club.
I think that's probably part of it. I don't want to get too personal right now. Just see if you can answer my question. Why do you need to pull at night? What is cool about pulling at night? Not, I want to be consistent with it. That's not the why. Why do you need to pull at night? What do you get out of that?
Sex.
Okay.
It's the gratification.
Sex.
Just, I guess it is really one.
Sex. So sex is your core value. Sex is something that you value. Can you have sex without going to a nightclub?
Yes.
As a coach, I would say stop making yourself unhappy. If you're getting your value actualized, I think you're probably getting the ego involved. You're allowing other people's values to infiltrate your mind.
Let me ask that question the other way. Do you think the people who pull at club are cooler than you?
No. It just, but I would say that's where the concentration of like the 9 to 10.
I don't think so. Go up on Clark Street, man.
There's a little loud out there today.
I don't think so. I've heard that before. I don't believe it. Those girls are 9 to 10, but you see them in real life. Notice real life. I don't even believe the club is like that.
That's why I just shut the whole That's why I shut the whole online thing, because I just feel it's like too easy. Like
I think that's stupid, man.
I want to push myself.
I don't like online personally for other reasons, but maybe your values struggle. Maybe. You can figure it out. I don't know. Think about it. But I think that's. I'm glad you brought that up because I think a lot of time in the community, especially, we all came here because we're looking for answers. So we're like sponges ready to soak up any fucking value that someone posts about, right? And that's stupid. For me, that's stupid. I don't think that's cool. So, guys are always like, well, you don't value fast sex? No, I don't. I really don't.
That's a great point, though, because I had the same conversation with a bunch of guys about approaching, and everybody just tried to kind of say, you fucking have to approach. I said, no.
Right.
I don't have to approach every time. It's like I don't have to do fucking 1,000 approaches if I don't feel like it.
Oh, I can totally relate.
It works for me, man. I feel like I approach. If I don't, I don't. It's important.
I can totally relate to that. I mean, a lot of times I'll feel like, I have to, because of my job, I have to like always be approaching. Like that's who I am. Which brings up another value, which I've recently, kind of discerned for myself, which is I don't value pickup.
What do you mean?
I don't value picking up for the sake of picking up. I don't value approaching for the sake of approaching. I don't even value approaching itself. I value femininity. I value sex, good sex. I value playing with life.
And those values cause you to approach.
Approaching is, because if, let's say I value sex, see a woman, I go for it. Okay? I think a lot of times guys, because they're in this, they will approach women that don't really even want to fuck. Because they think they're supposed to. That's such an asshole thing to do to her, and you sell yourself short.
So then you don't do warm sex?
Not really. I actually thought I saw some community guys last night. This is how this works in my head. I was at Salute, and I thought I saw some community dudes.